Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into one of the biggest, riskiest bets in the tech world right now. And really, it all boils down to one fascinating question.
Okay, think about this for a second. What if your most popular product, the one everyone loves, was also your single biggest financial risk? It sounds crazy, right? But that's the exact tightrope that tech giant Alibaba is walking right now. And wow, it's a high-stakes story of ambition, fierce competition, and a decision that has some serious billion-dollar consequences. All right, so to really get this, we've got to set the scene. You see, Alibaba's cloud division, it's not just some part of their business. Over in China, it's the undisputed king of the hill. But, and this is a big but, that top spot is looking a lot more precarious than you'd think.
I mean, just look at these numbers. In the massive Chinese cloud market, Alibaba is the top dog, no question. They've got a massive 37% share. To put that in perspective, that's more than their next two biggest rivals combined. This isn't just a business unit, it's the very foundation of their empire.
And, that kind of dominance, it translates into some serious cash. We're talking $5.6 billion in revenue every single year. So yeah, this is not a side project. It's a core pillar of the entire company. It's the engine that's supposed to be funding everything else they do.
Right. But that throne is starting to get pretty wobbly. You've got domestic rivals like Tencent and ByteDance nipping at their heels. At the same time, internationally, you have these US chip restrictions that are literally choking off their supply of the high-end hardware they need for AI. What you get is a perfect storm, and it's squeezing their profits from every direction. So you've got this giant, and it's backed into a corner. What do? Well, they didn't just sit back and play defense. Nope. They went on the attack with a really radical move in the AI world, a move we're calling the open source gambit. They took their super powerful family of AI models, they call them Qwen, and they did something kind of crazy. They just gave them away for free. By making them open source, they basically set them loose on the world. And the developer community? Oh, they noticed. Downloads just exploded, soaring past 300 million. That's insane. And you have to understand, these aren't some cheap, stripped-down versions. No way. Their top-of-the-line model, Qwen2.5-Max, actually performs better on some key benchmarks than OpenAI's famous GPT-4o. But here's the kicker. It's also way, way cheaper to run. So you've got world-class performance at a fraction of the cost. That's not just interesting, that's an absolute game changer. So on the surface, this strategy looks like a home run, right? They've pulled in a massive audience. We're talking 58 million daily active users. Their AI products are now driving a huge chunk of their cloud sales with triple-digit growth. I mean, it looks like the gamble paid off, big time. But this is where the story gets really complicated. Because all of that explosive growth has created this paradox, a deep strategic tension that's threatening to rip their entire business model apart right from the core. Yeah, there's a classic business school term for this, revenue cannibalization. It sounds complicated, but it's simple. It's when your shiny new product starts eating away at the sales of your old, profitable one. And that is exactly what's starting to happen here. I mean, just put yourself in the customer's shoes for a minute. If you can download a world-class AI model and run it on your own computers completely for free, why on earth would you pay Alibaba to use that exact same thing on their cloud service? You probably wouldn't, right? So this leaves them staring at two paths forward. And honestly, both are incredibly risky. Path 1, they go all in on open source. The goal? Total market domination. Become the default AI in China. The huge downside? They could kill their own high-margin cloud business. Okay, so what's path 2? They could lock Qwen down, make it proprietary, and start charging for access. The upside? They make money. The risk? All those developers they attracted could just disappear overnight, heading straight for the next free competitor. And believe me, the stakes here are astronomically high. We are talking about a $15 billion investment in AI infrastructure. All of that money was funded by their cloud revenue, the same revenue that this new open source strategy is now putting in jeopardy. It's a massive problem. Okay, so now it's your turn. Imagine you're the CEO. This problem lands squarely on your desk. The future of the entire company's AI strategy rests on your decision. What's your call? All right, here it is. This is your decision dashboard. Let's look at the data. On one side, hey, cloud revenue is still growing. That's good news.
But then you look over here, and your free AI products are just exploding. The adoption is off the charts. But it's that very success that threatens your core business. You see the problem? Every single number on this screen is pulling you in a completely different direction.
So the question is simple, but the answer isn't. What's your call? Do you hit the big red monetize button, grab those short-term profits to help fund this incredibly expensive AI race? Or do you double down on the open source bet, sacrifice today's revenue for the hope of owning the entire market tomorrow? This isn't just a business case study about Alibaba, you know. This is a question that could define the entire future of the AI industry. So what would you do?